Here we are, chronic stress. You feel it. You feel it throughout your whole body. You feel it in your mind. You're carrying it. You feel it heaviness. Hi, I'm Dr. Greg Jantz. I'm a counselor and mental health educator and founder of The Center, a place of hope. The last 41 years, we have been doing just that from a whole person vantage point: the emotional, the physical, the nutritional, the spiritual, the fitness, the whole person. And I'm going to talk about the psychological impact of chronic stress. Okay, chronic stress is no fun, but stress is a part of our life. I've written a couple books related to the topic of stress, and if you've got stress, you know it. And one of the things that we really want to look at, because stress can lead to burnout, and so at the end, I'll share with you how you can get some different resources, but I want to also share that the chronic stress that is defined as long-term, it's ongoing, it doesn't seem to go away. So that's different than just normal stresses that we may have from day to day. It can come from work pressure, financial strain, health problems, a cancer diagnosis, a medical issue, or just difficult and emotionally abusive relationships can cause chronic stress. And it keeps your body in a state of hyper vigilance, hyper alertness, and that cortisol that the adrenals make, that's the stress hormone. You're just in this chronic state of stress that leads to a lot of anxiety. And behind me there, I see the blue book, The Anxiety Reset, which really pertains to you're stressed, you're burned out, you have lots of anxiety. Over time, chronic stress does a lot of, I'm going to say, from cellular damage to emotional damage. And you can feel overwhelmed. The psychological effects, let's talk about those. Overwhelmed, emotionally drained, emotionally exhausted, irritable. Irritability index goes way up. Anger, frustration, mood swings. You're going to find trouble concentrating or even remembering things, sleep problems, persistent chronic fatigue. Oh my goodness. Feelings of hopelessness and depression. So chronic stress is harmful because it's flooding our body with cortisol, lots of adrenaline, hard for us to eat well, sleep well. And it's really going to ultimately disrupt the balance of chemicals that regulate our mood, like dopamine, serotonin. Those are important brain chemicals. They're manufactured predominantly in the gut, travel up through something called the vagus nerve to the brain, serotonin and dopamine. And that regulates mood, thinking, sleep, etc. It's going to lead to emotional exhaustion and just overall, I made a note here, overall, just reduced coping ability. So it's hard to feel connected to others, hard to feel loved and accepted when you're stressed out. So here's some warning signs, at least to be aware of. Losing interest in things that normally just gave you lots of joy. How about that? It's like the joy is gone. You may find yourself snapping at others over the small things, withdrawing from relationships, isolating from family and friends, feeling like you're always on edge. Well, how do we start healing? Let me just share quickly. I'm going to say, look at the whole person. What's my belief spiritually? Is prayer in my repertoire? Okay. Do I need to ask for help? Is it so bad that I need to have professional intervention? Is my sleep so disrupted? Am I not having a regular sleep routine? And I know sleep can be rough with chronic stress. Am I not eating nourishing food and I just want that half gallon of ice cream every night? My movement. Is my movement or exercise like not there because I don't have it? Now, chronic stress, we can go through periods of it. We just can't stay in that state. And I'm going to say, because of the thousands of folks that we've worked with over time, by using the whole person approach and looking at every piece of the puzzle in one's life, I think we can really address this successfully. We can reclaim peace, a new sense of energy, a new sense of excitement or joy in our life and relationships, and healing's possible. But we all may have some chronic stress. Something could have happened that put us in that mode. And I think what I hear oftentimes is, I wish I wouldn't have waited so long to get help. So there's a time where we just need to go, okay, this is bigger than me. I need help for this chronic stress before it's so damaging. Look and see what we've been doing over 40 years at aplaceofhope.com. aplaceofhope.com.